Because I'm looking in the complete wrong direction. I thought I was one of those many, many random NPCs, but no. I am the cool boy. I am Letharun. Wait, you've set out your shop. You've set up your shop right next to the merchants delegation, who are doing worse than you. That is the biggest dick move. That is the dickiest dick move of all dick moves, and I'm so proud of you. Also, look how beautiful this place is. Just for a little fucking shopping mall. That's amazing. Alright, well, let's hang out with every single one of you. In case you haven't realized, by the way, and I probably should have mentioned it when we first arrived here, this entire episode, or possibly multiple episodes at this point, will just me be talking to random Fae and picking up quests, and maybe doing 1 or 2 quests, but it will be mostly dialogue for a while, as I like learning about literally fucking everyone, and that involves talking to literally fucking everyone, about literally fucking everything. So it's gonna take a while, but this is what I enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Oh, I thought you were a guy. You looked cool. You've got my hair, I think. You're the only other dude in this entire fucking game so far that could rival my sheer level of fucking sex appeal. Look at this boy! In fact, I think he is exactly my fucking character model, except without the face paint. And I have the dark hair, because dark hair is obviously so much cooler. But yeah, he basically looks the same as me. I think we have the same facial features. Huh, cool. This guy knew what he was doing. Talk to me, Vistram.
We don't abide by strangers in Issa, and this city has family. If you want to get around the peace edict, you'll have to keep your voice down.
What do you mean? Oh, because you're trying to sell me weapons? But you guys, like, apparently spent years and years and years and years and years and years and years trying to get your, like, ambassador's permits or whatever the hell, and you immediately just start abusing the laws here. Okay, scumbag, you massive fucking arsehole. I mean, I'm doing the same, but they can't afford to get rid of me. You guys are barely even doing any business. I don't think they give a shit about you. Tell me about yourself.
Heard the war horn of the recruiters and packed my bags. Slipped out in the dead of the night, I did, and I'm proud of it. What good is fighting when the Tuatha don't die? Besides, I'm a businessman. I got my hand on a pass into Issa, and the rest has been waterfalls and walks by the river.
Yeah, that's all well and fucking good, dude. But elves with facial hair? Especially ginger or not ginger, but red facial hair that doesn't match his fucking blonde actual hair. Yeah, that's a straight up abomination. You have committed war crimes just for the way you fucking look, and why would anyone do this? I'm aware my dark elf has stubble and everything, but I don't have this. If this was on a human, or pretty much anything, a dwarf, anything, I would be unbelievably impressed and basically in love. But because it's on an elf, I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm just gonna get through this as quick as I can and then never ever talk to you again. The peace edict, which you seem to despise.
Technically, we're not supposed to carry or sell weapons in Issa, but I found a few loopholes. As have you. If you're on the market,
I'm wearing it right on my back, dude. This is not a loophole. They just love me.
Just don't go blabbing about it to the Fae. They've got buds for brains.
What? That sounds like you were supposed to be complimenting them. Because you were like, don't tell the Fae. They'll figure out it was me, and then they'll end me. But buds for brains. Unless this man absolutely adores buds, then, that's most definitely an insult, and you don't make any fucking sense, but whatever. Hospitalis quarters.
That neighborhood in the gnome city of Edessa where the poor live. Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Doesn't sound very fun. Gardens of Issa?
In the cellar crawl space I called home just 2 months ago, believe me.
Yet you're already laughing at the gnomish poor.
Giant rats.
Fuck you.
It's not exactly the
Felltown.
keys of Rathir, or even the Hospitalis quarters of Edessa. But Felltown has its charm. If you find out what it is, be sure to come and find me.
Well, Felltown is the human place, isn't it? And then it's the Undertown or Undertow or whatever the fuck that's the Fae part? I'm genuinely forgetting everything, but tell me about these keys.
The Dockside district in Rathir is a lovely place. If you're looking to have your throat cut or contract a nasty disease.
Oh good, because I definitely am. Preferably at exactly the same time. Lovely fucking throat syphilis. Now, we've had more than enough syphilis in this game so far. I never want that to happen again. Diseases are really annoying, dude. What do we got back here? A load of dog shit. No, I do not believe that I will be claiming all of your dog shit, and instead I'll have a little look in here. And it's all still terrible. I mean, I'm sure it's good. I mean, it's Honor brand or Honor band or whatever the fuck, so I assume... I mean, that's gotta be good, right? Just listen to the fucking name. But I also don't care. Ah, so you're Gwenna.
Buy armor. I'm the only one in Felltown who's authorized to sell it. I'm Gwenna Hand, but my customers call me Gwen. I don't have many weapons to offer on account of the peace edict, but there's still a selection to pick through. Have at it.
Okay, sure. Tell me about the peace edict. Wait, let me see what you actually sell. You sell armor. So, armor is perfectly fine? Even if it gives you combat ability, the talisman is fine? They're literally made of fire sometimes. Surely you could use one of those as a goddamn weapon if you were actually smart enough. But I guess no one has a single brain cell in this place except me, which is surprising. Peace edict.
They didn't have laws. At least not official ones, until we arrived. Now they insist that those of us who live in Issa must keep its peace. No weapons.
Insane that they didn't need laws to keep the peace back then.
Let me guess. Ambassador? Scolia Arcana? Could be anything.
Oh, okay, so there are quite a lot of exceptions. Even the Scolia Arcana. Which I'm very surprised about. Because they don't even really need weapons. They sort of are the walking fucking weapons, but whatever. Tell me about yourself, Gwenna. What is the Vitruvian man doing in the background? Excuse me?
I'm not a fighter. I came to Issa instead. I'm not proud of running, but I'm much more useful here as an unofficial ambassador of sorts. Not everyone's a fighter.
And the Gardens of Issa themselves.
Being here isn't good for business, that's for sure. I see the same damn 20 faces every day. But it's an honor for Britt and I to be here. Make no mistake about that.
You know you can leave and go somewhere that makes even an ounce of sense, right? This is not where her business belongs. The Fae can basically conjure up their own fucking weapons whatever the hell they want, and I doubt they would ever stoop to younger races' weapons and our filth. Then again, I guess they... What do they use? I guess they'd never use daggers, they'd use Fae blades. I don't know if chakrams were invented by them, but they don't seem to be very... I don't think the Ravani... Not Ravani, that's Dragon Age. Varani... God, it's so close. It's so annoying. Or the Almain, or like the Elves, or the Humans, whatever the fuck. I don't think we would have created something like that, right? I mean, magic comes from the Fae, not us. I guess staves, or staves would also be them. I don't know.
This is where the Fae keep us so we don't blemish their pretty city. Can't say I blame them. We're an unruly and ugly lot, mortals.
Yeah, you're fucking disgusting, to be fair. Crystal War.
Were intensifying their attacks against Mel Sinshir, the bastion in the east. Of course, that's just rumors. I pray they're not true.
So I thought we're intensifying their attacks against Mel Sinshir. We keep hearing that name, but we're never ever able to do anything about it. I mean, I know we kind of got our own bullshit going on, but I want to save some dudes. I wonder how far I could charge into the world without being just sent back or just not allowed to progress anymore. I wonder if I could basically go to the Tuatha Stronghold now and just sort of hang around. I doubt I'll be let in, but you'd assume it probably, if it's letting me into those other regions well before I finish the main quest that takes me into those, then it probably would at least let me travel there, right? I don't know, this game just seems so open-ended and fucking fascinating. Brett Cogent, Codgan, whatever the fuck.
He spent time as my apprentice, but recently set out on his own. He sells authentic ritual Fae blades outside in the square.
Oh, so you know about that? Huh. Okay, well let's go ahead and take a look at your shop. You've got nothing I could ever even borderline bring myself to give a shit about, except a load of lockpicks, so I guess I'll go do that. Though I have now spent an insane amount of money, I didn't think I'd actually be worried about seeing a 1.7 million tick down, but I think that was, I don't know, I remember being at like 1,750 not too long ago. And then I guess I did a lot of training since then, which I'm not mad about, but I'm not going to need this many lockpicks. I'm not even going to need half this many lockpicks probably throughout the entire game. But I'm a bit of an addict at this point. Who the fuck are you? Hold to friend. What an
You've been watching
adorable
me
name
long
for such a
enough.
scary
What is it?
guy.
Did I wrong you in another life, brother?
I've been here for... I've been looking at you for like a second. Is that too long for you? Because I can leave if you fucking want. But no. Give me some blacksmithing. I want to be the blackest smith around. Oh, that's it? It's all over? Now we just have to rub up against each other quite a lot? Fair enough, I knew this day was coming.
The best way to keep busy is to learn a useful trade.
Shit, but I'm the most useless man here. I can't train anymore, even though my current skill is only 1. I don't know why this is a thing, but I hate that it's a thing. Peace at it.
Let the Fae try to stop me from carrying arms in the city. Weapons are my trade, my only expertise. It would be like asking a hen to stop laying eggs.
Did the Fae just never come here? Because this is quite literally the only reason you exist. You are just building weapons and probably training with them and shit like that. How have you not been caught yet? Do they just not care? Are you just immensely pathetic? Do you suck at your job? Because you just trained me from the ground up. Oh no.
What you've no doubt heard is correct. I am the...
I haven't heard
friend.
shit.
I forged Bolgan's Bane of the Kaled Coast, and many other legendary pieces. My youth was spent
No
as a
one
mercenary,
told me that, and I
but
don't know
I've
what that
since
is, but
renounced those
sure,
ways.
why not?
Unfortunately, my enemies have long memories, and they aren't as forgiving as I am.
Probably because you killed their entire families. Maybe I should back away from this utter psychopath, but man, his beard is literally going up his nose. How could I ever resist such a feat of engineering? Gardens
I
of
don't
Issa.
care to stay in one place for too long. Felltown sounded like a good opportunity, and an even better hiding place. I can't say the Peace Edict has hurt business, but it's not exactly easy to train students in blacksmithing without weapons around.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Just teach him how to make armor. Armor seems fine, even though it's pretty much as involved in murdering and warfare and not being at peace as weapons are, right? You can't really go to war without armor. You can't have the most badass fucking legendary godlike warhammer in the world and then be entirely naked. You're much more likely to die than if you just had a little fucking twig and some half-decent armor, right? Ah,
It's as
Felltown.
good a place as any, I guess. But after a while, people begin to remember you. And for someone like me, that's a problem. I prefer anonymity. Besides, could there be a better place to hide from this offensive war? The only weapons you find in a garden are the blades of grass.
Well, like I said, pathetic little twig. Trust me, we can make do.
I
Crystal
have no
War.
interest in this war between mortals and the deathless. It is a waste of life, and I have my own private battles to finish.
Maybe I can help you out. But you also don't seem to give a single shit about me, so, I'll be off soon, I guess. Tell me about
If you're
blacksmithing.
willing to spare the gold, I can teach you what I know. In this battered old skull is a lifetime of knowledge, and quite a few stories as well.
In case you haven't noticed, we sort of spent the entirety of yesterday doing exactly that. Did you forget that I existed already? Because I can't say I blame you. It's not like I'm the savior of the universe or anything. Kaled
It
Coast.
is an ancient Alfar kingdom far across the sea in the dense swamps of Klurkon. I once helped its great lords overcome a terrible Bolgan problem. Farewell.
Okay, that's the note we end on, apparently. How fucking interesting. Oh, okay. You are definitely not terrible at your job. That looks absolutely amazing. A bit like a novelty sword you'd get at a theme park, but amazing. It's probably not made of balloons, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Who have we got next? The Herald. Wow, aren't you completely useless? We've already been through everyone? This is the equivalent of like the House of Craftsmen that you have back in Connarock, or Canarok. I can't believe Canarok is doing better than you guys. Whatever, okay. I guess Canarok is like a strictly, mortal village, where this is sort of like very, very regulated. So it makes sense that barely fucking anyone would ever want to start trade here. Sorry for murdering all those chickens, by the way, because it was probably several episodes ago that I started explaining why I was murdering chickens. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for it. Because I do lose a little bit of my soul every single time I have to hurt one of these adorable Look at him running! This guy gets to go free. I can't take on every single one. But I just want the achievement, and then I'll stop forever, I promise. But the game is so fucking cheap with it that I'm probably gonna have to kill like 400 before anything even has a chance of happening. Oh wow, okay. This is not what I expect, and we walked right in on something I really shouldn't have walked in on. I'll give you to your privacy, and I'm going to pray to every single fucking god the Fae have to offer. Although it's not Fae gods, right? They don't even believe in gods. From what I remember, they called our gods absolutely useless. Oh my god, I don't think we've ever been this powerful before, and I love everything about it. Is it to suck this man? Is this what you were put on this fucking earth for? It seems so, because I think you're going to be there for all time. Because that's how video game NPCs work. Enjoy, I guess, because it's all you'll ever have in life. What have we got around here? That leads back out to the sheet. So we're now done with both Felltown and the Undertow, whatever the fuck it's called. Except I haven't spoke to nearly enough of those dignitaries. Oh god, did I write down the last one? I think she needed to go second or something like that. It was like, I don't mind being at the front, but being at the very back or behind the stinky boy, they were not down for. Have I spoken to you? Yeah, I think you're the entrance guy. So who the fuck is this other boy? And where the hell are those ambassadors, by the way? We only found the one for the Varani. Gotta be one for the Blue Elves and the Almain or whatever the fuck. Oh, I knew you'd have a reason to exist.
I await news from the Hall of Appointments, but surely you aren't their messenger. The ruler of the House of Ballads serves no one.
I serve that one random fucking squire for some reason.
Order? I care nothing for order. It is the others who insist on such foolishness and frippery. However, if you are the one who determines such things, may I ask that you place me behind the warlord library? I enjoy watching her backside travel.
You just said it that openly? That's just perfectly normal in Fae society, is it? Alright, sure, why not? Wenary's second, then. Harwin is first. Who didn't want to be behind Harwin? Was it Goronet? Goronet? Or was it he, the one who told me that Harwin needs to go first? I don't remember what Wenary told me about someone else. I think it was basically like, don't put Harwin behind Goronet. But Goronet has to go right at the back anyway, so no one engages in his wafting fucking putridness. So, how do you really feel?
Goronet trails far behind great.
Yeah, we're fully aware.
Once at each other's throats, those two are difficult to tear apart.
So I guess Seta is third, right? There are only 4 of them, so I think it goes Harwin, Wenary, Seta, Goronet, but it'll be worth talking to Harwin anyway. I think all of their ideas sort of eventually just fit into the perfect order. But it would be interesting if there was a little bit of conflict. Thanks for talking, buddy.
I'm at your service, fleshy master.
And now I'm the hardest I have ever been. Thank you so much for that sentence. Oh my god, you know what? I'm gonna need to just head to the bathroom and definitely not do anything gross real quick. So I'll see you guys real soon. I'm kidding. That can wait till after the session, obviously. I will keep that moment fresh in my mind until then. Alright, oh, there's so much going on. That's Nomaron. That's a herald. That's Savant Edgar. What the fuck? Where am I going? Where are you leading me? What is this? It's a random fucking citizen? You're a random oh, this place is just a lot longer than I thought it was. Alright, fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and hang out in the Ballad Sanctuary! Oh, maybe the House of Ballads is not completely done, but I could have sworn I got a achievement for it. I can't check because the fucking Steam overlay never works for me anymore. I have no idea why. But who the ever-loving fuck are you? Saruman. Well, let's put this in first. Cure Seeker.
Sing your song to the ages. May the breath
I have not missed the Lispmeister.
Listen. Listen as the
I've not missed anyone less.
Each ballad in memory.
The Cure Seeker, I guess.
Thought to bring the light of truth. To save a village plagued. to find a cure for them. Her quest, the Maid of Windermere, her test. Once
And now
the
they're both
Elves
dead,
were
so
brought
who the hell
together,
cares?
and the villain had fallen by. Good Almain returned to mortal ground and gifted them with magic found.
I mean, I might as well start it. I don't know why I'd hit no. I guess for the same reason you can turn down quests, but why the fuck not? What do you want me to do exactly, game? Hello? Oh, it's right there. Reagents planted? Ugh. Oh, that sounds horrible. Just random spiral points. Why are all of these things just glorified fucking fetch quests under the guise of like, oh, you're doing the magical ancient things. Oh boy, shut the fuck up. I'm planting seeds.
Took me by surprise. I'm not accustomed to mortals on the trellis. Please, enter. I am Lord Sarah,
Oh, I fucking
the
will.
High Lore Sage of Issa. I am here to answer all questions regarding the House of Ballads and the House of Valor.
I like how long it took for that startle to take effect. He watched me walk all the way over the bridge. He watched me pick up a big rock, jam it in the fucking rock hole, and listen to like a 5-minute fucking story. And even then, I walk in front of him, and he's suddenly fucking terrified. He's only then is he startled. That makes all the sense. Dispelling... I'm only a level 2 at Dispelling. I thought I was more than that. Yeah, I'll train with you. Man, I'm getting so much Fey knowledge. I love it. Alright. Rigorous training,
You're always
absolutely.
welcome.
Talk
The
to me.
ballads belong to all in the telling, mortals and Fey alike.
As they should be. Tell me
It
about
is
the
meant
trellis.
exclusively for those close to the summer court, or the ambassador who wishes an audience with the High King. Our most honourable institutions reside on the trellis, including the House of Ballad Sanctuary, and what was once the House of Valor Sanctuary.
Ooh. Well, that's new. But it said what was once, so I imagine it's now very, very dead. But I am totally joining it anyway. I will single-handedly revive it, even though I'm the king of the other house. But whatever, we're branching out.
One of the Fey's great houses until its leader was challenged and beaten, and the magic faded under the mortals' leadership. Now even the sanctuary here on the trellis is wilted and closed.
So
as
I'm
a
not the
result of our
first.
Great loss. Or perhaps it's a sign of something darker.
And what the hell do you mean by that? Darker? I guess the fact that the Fey Valor is just slowly withering away. And it does seem that way. I mean, we've seen a lot of evidence of that with, like, the King Wenson that was King Wenson before we were King Wenson was sort of an absolute bitch boy. Wanted nothing to do with being King Wenson. He wanted to be totally different, but he had to because that's how Fey society works, or he had the former king's essence dwelling within his bowels, or whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it means anymore. Let's just talk about the House of Ballads and pretend that the world isn't
This
falling to
sanctuary is where
pieces.
the knights of our most prestigious house stay when visiting the court of summer. I act as their humble scribe and servant. All summer Fey clutch the glory of the House of Ballads to its collective breast, knowing that the deeds of one are indeed the deeds of all.
And High
By
King
choosing to
Tatarian.
lead the summer Fey,
I can't wait to go see him.
Tatarian
I
is
should probably do it
eternally linked
soon.
to our fortunes, both day and night. He feels the waning magic as a mortal might feel his heart sink at the sight of his sunrise. When our seasons end, Tatarian will be the first to enter the long winter.
His sunrise? Don't you mean sunset? Sunrise sounds like birth. Why would a mortal see his own fucking birth? What kind of horrible shit have you got going on in here, dude? Court of
We are
Summer.
the children of the fields and fountains, a Fey body filled with a deep breath of magic. All that you see around you is ours.
I imagine
many
being
seasons
born
we
is
lived
the
in these
most
forests and
traumatizing
canyons
experience of
alone.
everyone's life.
It's
Thank
just
fuck we don't
part.
remember it.
But once we felt the call to join together, we became the Seelie.
Oh, don't remind me that you're called the Seelie and the Unseelie. Nothing sounds more childish in this entire terrible, terrible, terrible fucking world. It just, oh, it feels so gross. It's another thing in this game that just makes my skin crawl. Seelie. Unseelie. It sounds almost like a Kojima name for something, but somehow even more gross. And I absolutely adore Kojima, don't get me wrong, but man, Die Hardman. Die Hardman. Die Hardman. That's all you need to know. Nomoran.
You feel it, don't you? Anyone intimate with the ways of magic can detect the waning current. You're like me, your grace. You see the end. Is this how it happened at
You're a
the House of
magician and they
Balance?
just let
Did
you
Callum
treat the
foresee
plumbing?
slow decay? I had a feeling he did.
You deserve so much more, especially with eyes like that. You could easily be a way more terrifying villain than Gadflow. In fact, we've met 2 people here so far that could quite easily take his place, and I would be more than happy for it.
It is the source
font.
of summer court magic and touches our realm of origin, the land of Ashar.
Sir?
Without its
Sir, your
constant
face
flow,
appears to be
our
on
kind
fire.
would dry up like leaves and vanish.
You will dry up a hell of a lot faster if you don't stop yourself being on fire. Get out of my staff, you moron! High King
Wise and
Tateri.
powerful,
That's
he's
better.
also brash and narrow. A sliver of light in a world so dark that most of us are blind. His inaction is no match for mortal ambition.
Can I ask why you're so big? Are all Fae this big and I just don't normally get a sort of good angle on it? Like, I know I'm a bit lower than you on the bridge, but really not by that much. And even in terms of just absolute thickness, in your case with like 12 Cs, you're fucking huge. You got giant shoulder tumors on each side as well. You, sir, you know what? Fuck you taking over as antagonist. Take over for me as protagonist. I would gladly play as this large lad, even though right now he's basically just cleaning out the phased toilets. Gardens of
It has been
Issa.
located here for many of your generations, what we call seasons. Only in recent times has it been shaped to resemble one of your mortal cities. The summer court resides on the highest terrace, far above the rest of us, as it should be.
So what the hell did it used to look like? Just way more trees, less bridges? I don't know if you can sort of like control the vines to create what they do. Because obviously I know it's ugly as all sin in 8 years later sort of graphics or whatever the fuck. It look bad. But I mean, I think it's supposed to be a bridge built exclusively out of plant life that I imagine the Fae are able to control, and that's why they're able to build incredible fucking structures made of nothing but leaves and shit like that. I mean, we know they have magic that we couldn't even dream of, right? Which is really, really sad that they're all gonna die out then. Can I please have a little, just a crumb of your incredible magic, please?
Every season,
Font Master.
one is chosen to attend the font's magical flow, to act as ambassador. I'm the only Fae to have held the position more than once. I feel the strength of the currents. They wash through me. They rise up and overflow. However, their power weakens. Their cool waters recede.
Why? What, is this you dying out? Is this why no one's respawning? Also, can we get some kind of update on that? We've been told by so many different dudes at this point that the Fae just aren't coming back. The House of Ballads, the dude that I became, fucking Sagril, there you go. Sagril hasn't returned, the original Sagril. I found like another 4 Sagrils along the way. One was a corpse, one was just hanging out enslaved forever. Oh, maybe he was the corpse's reincarnation, but it seemed like he had been there for like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years as completely enslaved, and he'd gone a bit insane. So at this point, I just don't know. I'm really losing track of how the fuck this works. I don't think we've ever been outright told how this fucking works. There's so many different interpretations of what their immortality could be that my brain hurt. My brain is screaming, actually.
Most
Ashara.
mortals know nothing of what lies beyond the veil. The magical realm of Ashara. It is a mystery even to us, as we departed its shores many seasons ago.
The Court of
As
Summer.
it is in every season, this family of Summer Fae has communed at the feet of its greatest leader, the High King Tatarian. The Western Faelands are our domain.
Yeah, for like the next 5 minutes until the fucking, the Winter Boys show up, which sounds like the worst fucking rap group of all time, but I kinda love it.
Of
The end of
Gardens
what?
Issa? Of the Summer Court? Why, this crystal war may be the end of all Fae. I know because I am Nomeron, master of the font, the wellspring of all Summer Court magic. I've seen
World's
it flow at its
coolest
highest,
plumber.
but I've never seen it so dry. Something must be done before all this city withers into nothingness.
So maybe someone should give a shit about you? I don't see how no one has thought this is important. I mean, it is the entire thing that fuels your existence. And everyone's just left you out here, doing nothing, laughing at you. You poor boy, tell me about this font.
It's the source of all summer court magic. It has flowed through this mountainside since our kind sprang
Have we heard
up
this?
from the dirt. That flow has waned in recent days. It's unnatural, even as the magic in the world grows. The Fae, it seems, will wither.
I think that was sort of what he already told us with like 1 or 2 words changed. But whatever, you got a cool voice. I will gladly just sit back, relax, and let your dulcet tones talk us through.
The font's
I'll help you.
flow is controlled from the Lyceum Grove down below. We must open the root system and allow more water through. However, the magic that regulates this flow can only be used by some. It's protected by a ward known as the Waterlock. It can only be opened by
Very
one who
imaginative
carries
right there.
drops from each of the 5 sacred pools surrounding Issa. Collect these drops, and you can break the Waterlock.
Surrounding Issa, which means I need to go outside. Dude, I don't even know what outside is. Sacred pools.
Are the collection points for the font's yield. Together, they cradle the gardens of Issa. Keep it safe, powerful and hidden. You will find 2 of the pools below in the gardens themselves. One near the Ballad Sanctuary.
Oh, well, this is
and
fine.
One in the Court of Summer itself.
I thought you were basically telling me to just leave, but no, this is all good. You said one was near the Ballad Sanctuary, yes? Which means directly behind me? Maybe do it yourself, you lazy cunt? But what? Oh, it's all these things. Yeah, I've seen tons of these. That's not a pool. A pool would be this thing right here. Why don't we just jump in? I mean, we've done that a hell of... I guess swimming in the lakes of the font or whatever the hell would just absolutely turn me into some kind of eldritch god monstrosity. And I don't really feel like becoming a tentacle porn monster just yet. That's for later in life. That's my midlife crisis job change that I'm planning already. Oh, it's Hot One.
I am the great huntress Hot One, and you are not
You
allowed
do seem
on
pretty
the
fucking
trace.
great.
What brings you here, beautiful?
I'm very... what the... You are sending some very, very mixed messages. Just get the fuck out of my sight and my life forever. And then, also you're pretty. Thanks, lady. I appreciate it.
Well, I am the most respected and most deserved to lead. Besides, I detest that harlot, Warlord Winry. So it is only right I meet the High King before her.
I can't even ask how she really feels. I guess because we've already got all the information possible. So yeah, you lead, Smelly Boy at the back, Winry second, and then, forget his name, I don't know, Uncle Simp goes third, so he can stare at a lady's ass, because I am perpetuating that kind of shit now, why not?
The trellis was created as common ground where the members of the great houses may meet to share knowledge and search for answers. However, it's not been the same since the House of Valor fell and the House of Seasons was deserted. And I always thought that nothing changes.
That's because you Fae are absolutely fucked. Why have you been doing this to yourself the entire time? Everything would have been fine if you were just like, oh yeah, maybe we should evolve a bit. Maybe we should actually try and advance society instead of living in our prehistoric bullshit forever. House of Valor.
Growth is violent, and nothing can reach fruition without surviving conflict. That is nature's way. Our House of Valor celebrated that conflict. Now, however, this great house has fallen to mortals such as you. That is why this sanctuary has withered and faded. The magic is gone.
Or maybe it's like I fucking said, that the world is changing around you because we're advancing it. We took the fucking initiative and you just kind of stayed the exact same. And now that you're in the world, it's like putting a fucking caveman in an office job. Cavemen make terrible accountants. That is common knowledge. House of Seasons.
The House of Seasons was where those in tune with the Great Cycle went to understand its many mysteries. But the Great House now stands empty, its occupants gone. King Titarian will not speak of it, but I know something has happened. Whatever it is, the signs are ominous.
The Great House now stands empty, its occupants gone. King Titarian will not speak of it. I wonder if that's going to be his quest? that he's going to give me to be like, oh yeah, I'll tell you, or I'll allow you to save the world if you do this random little bit of busy work first. Because, you know, he doesn't actually want the world to be saved, he just needs a new slave to do everything for him. And I guess that's going to be me for a while, but tell me about him. You don't seem to
I've come to the Gardens
approve.
of Issa to report the decay of wild fae. They are disappearing, and the king must be informed. Either they are vanishing
maybe I'm
due to
wrong.
the decline in fae magic, or someone is hunting them. It's my duty to discover which story is true.
And tell me about yourself,
Every one of our
Hardwood.
kind is a gift, they say. A role in the telling. Mine is to seek harmony with nature by keeping the wild fae under control. I am the Reaper. Most of my seasons are spent in the shadows of the canopy, tracking